Hi, my name is Jim and I was retired. Here's a short video to begin the month of December. December is a good month to look back and look ahead. As I'm sitting here in December, I'm looking back at 2022 and I'm looking forward to 2023. And in looking back at 2022, I'm trying to figure out what the right amount of income for my retirement withdrawal strategy is. I took some early money out of the IRA at the beginning of the year, before the market went to hell in a handbasket. And since then, I've been living on savings, the pensions that I'm receiving, plus the life insurance premium return that was pretty much a buffer asset that I was able to tap earlier this year rather than take more IRA. If you didn't see that video, take a look at it here. So after finishing 11 months, I have 1 month to go, and I want to get the right amount of income for 2022 to meet my financial plans. And so I've been looking at several options. Another IRA withdrawal, another Roth conversion, some capital gains for my brokerage accounts. Which one is going to be the right choice for me to hit the right numbers? So I'm going to go back to the 401k and do another in-plan Roth conversion to take some of that 401k that's left over in that 401k plan and convert it into a Roth. And I'll end up converting a good chunk of the 401k into Roth 401k, but only paying income on about half the conversion. And at a 10%, 12% tax bracket, wherever I end up on that line, married, filing jointly, then it'll be a good conversion for me to do it at a low tax rate, get more of my dollars into a Roth. Now I'm going to show you some pie charts here that shows you where I was at the beginning of the year, and then where I was at the middle of the year, the last time I addressed this with a Roth conversion, and now in December as I close the year. Now, in doing this, I've also been doing some shuffling around in my time buckets and in my asset allocation. If you recall, my goal at the beginning of the year was to move closer to a 60-40. I'm not going to get there. I think I'm going to get about 55-45 by the end of this year. And that has been by doing these conversions, moving it into more equity from the fixed income, as well as market recovering. This has been a terrible market for both fixed income and equity. This is, I think they said, the first time in about 50 years that both equity and bonds were down 15% together. So it's not a great year. But with my bucket strategy, I've been able to live off mostly what's in bucket one and line up, again, 3 years worth of expenses in bucket one. And I'm lower than I need to be in bucket one, but I have it at least for another year, and I will build over time back up to the 3 years worth of expenses. And in my bucket two and bucket three, I need to move some of my bucket three into my bucket two to queue up to move into bucket one or to earn interest. And I'll be doing that as I do a final asset allocation probably at the beginning of the new year. That'll also be when I'll be able to take some money out of my tax deferred as income for the coming year. Now, one of the other wrinkles that I'm dealing with is that we're still paying for pre-Medicare insurance on the ACA marketplace here in New Jersey for my wife, and we'll do that for another few years. And so I've got to manage income to the affordability of premiums for her. And so I looked at some scenarios on how much MAGA, modified adjusted gross income, that I could have, or as this time of year you call it MAGI. I've looked at levels of MAGI that I can take and the resulting premium that I'll be paying for the policy for one. And that's a trade-off. And in the state of New Jersey, up to $100,000 of retirement income is free from New Jersey tax, but as soon as you go over by $1, that level, 50% of your retirement income is taxed at New Jersey. Now, New Jersey income tax, state income tax is going to be lower than federal, so it's not, we're talking a few $1,000s of extra taxes going out of my pocket were I to go over that 100,000. So I'm also trying to stay within that limit and keep most of my retirement income New Jersey tax-free. New Jersey gets enough of my tax dollars, I don't need to give them any more. So I'm also looking ahead to the new year. ACA insurance has been selected for Marie. We're staying with her same plan. And I'm staying with the same original Medicare, Medigap, and a Part D plan from Cigna. And if you haven't seen those shopping for ACA or shopping for Medicare videos that I did earlier this fall, take a look at those. So we're set there. The most important thing that I'm looking for in the coming year is to do a little bit more traveling. I really missed the travel I was able to accomplish early in my retirement, and I'm hoping we can get back to that. And I may be able to take a trip in January. We're looking forward to it. We're trying to see if the dates work. So we'll see on that. Anyway, that's my personal perspective for 2022 and looking into 2023. Let me know, what are you doing in this year-end review? But it all comes down to what's right for you. In some cases, it's going to be to hunker down and live off that cash cushion for another year until hopefully a recession is quickly past us coming up in 2023. Maybe we'll have a softish landing and the market will start to recover again. And then you can begin tapping the equity again. But for right now, it doesn't make sense to sell assets that are down. So I've been trying to avoid that as much as possible. If you haven't started thinking about reviewing this year and looking ahead to the next, make this your opportunity to sit down and do that. As always, I am not a financial planner. I am just a regular retiree on a DIY retirement. So take these as entertaining ideas from one educated consumer to another. Always do your own due diligence and seek out a professional if you need one. See you next time.